Hey guys, what's going on? Massivebeatzz here checking in. What's going on with Plugin Alliance? A sale after a sale after a sale, constant updates, constantly new products. Well, that's good, isn't it? Let's talk about Plugin Alliance compressors, please. Yes, we can. I'll show you my favorites. And I'll be talking about the new ones as well. It doesn't include all the Plugin Alliance compressors. There are so many. I'm omitting the Elysia stuff. Elysia stuff is awesome. It's just like on my 4K monitor, I can't see it. It's so tiny. I mean, I can see it, but it's not fun. I gotta lean in, I gotta aim with the mouse. 2022, can we get an update? This is the track here really quick. We have a drummer, his name is Clyde. He's quite good. All right, here we go. So this is how it's probably going to sound. Simple stuff. Another guitar here. I just pressed this by accident, it would have gone into this section. Volume drop here is in the track. I haven't addressed that yet. So if we do any sort of comparisons, make sure we're not being hit here, right? So we're gonna bring this down. This just brings up the overall volume, otherwise it would be like this. Perfect, so we can forget about this one. The tape, I leave it on. By the way, recommendation. The tape machines are very, very good. From IK Multimedia, the 99, the 80 is good. They do different things to your sound, but they all bring it a little bit closer together. Just sweetens it just a little bit. By the way, the J37 is also very good in that regard. If you want a cheaper, less CPU intensive alternative. So now let's look at our mix bus compressors and compare them a little bit. This is all Plugin Alliance. We're talking about Plugin Alliance. So many sales going on. We got the Shadow Hills, popular. It's been out for a long time. And I think one of the most and highly rated compressors are right here. It's the VSC2. It's been out since 2011 and it's been getting updates. I think there's like 30 updates or so. This is a really well supported plugin. Well, in my opinion, one of their best compressors, in that VCA style. We're gonna do a little comparison also with the SSL Bass Compressor II, which is excellent, SSL. And then the new Lindell API 2500. And we'll also talk a lot about the new U17, but we're gonna do that on individual tracks and also on the drum bus. So let's compare. Vertigo. Let's start from the beginning where the drums hit a little bit harder. Here we go. There we go. All right. All right, let's see how Townhouse handles this. All right, Vertigo again. And by the way, the meters are not quite showing the same thing. So you have to kind of like adjust a little bit and factor in the differences here. It's hitting about 2 dB. Sounds a bit more open on the Vertigo and a little bit more characterful on the Townhouse. Let's bring in the Lindell. Let's see what we're running here. We are doing oversampling. We can do 8-time oversampling. Oh. I don't know. For me, it's between the Townhouse and the Vertigo. The Townhouse is like brings out the drums a bit more. It's like, you know, the drummer like kind of owns it. And the Vertigo is like we're all like a band. Yeah. Okay. Now let's compare with the SSL for good measure. Set to 4 times oversampling. Yeah, that SSL sound. Let's see, is this a must-have? It's always a question. It gives it weight, that's for sure. So the optical is out. Let's put it in. Normally we just use this just a tiny bit. See how the guitar just pops out of the mix, sits there by itself. Let's mix it back in. Let's go to a different section of the song here. Here we go. Nothing. Shadow. Vertigo. Townhouse. Yeah, in this section, the Shadow Hills is doing way too much. I'm gonna turn off the... And then the trick is really to do a little bit less on the Shadow Hills. Townhouse. I really like the SSL 2 here, the Bass 2, I must say. In this case, here on this part of the song, that's the song section, right? I like the Shadow Hills and the Vertigo the best. In the beginning, for me, it was the Townhouse and the Vertigo in the beginning of the track. So it all depends what kind of feel you want for the song. Not like, what is the compressor by itself doing? That's fine. But how does it really like integrate into the whole thing? How does it make the song feel? So that being said, so on a mix bus, what would I recommend you buying if it would be all Plugin Alliance plugins? I would say either the Townhouse or the Vertigo. Can't go wrong with that. One of the two for your mix bus. Yep. So now let's look at instruments, individual instruments. So we're going to close these guys out here. Imagine I take this off. Oh, it's bland, isn't it? So this is the new Neold U17. It's got a density knob, like a soft clipper, and an emphasis where you can choose the frequency, and it has a mix knob. So let's play with this for a second. This still sounds good. Adding a little grunt here. You can mix knob here. This is sort of knee and ratio, I guess. Oops, little playing mistake here. All right. Yeah, it's funky right there. But we got also this gentleman here. And that is, a lot of people talk about this. You can see how artificial this sounds. Hey, by the way, so this neural DSP stuff. Let's turn that on. Ooh. Ooh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's all good. Bring it. But now it's getting really like the higher frequencies are really starting to hurt. I had to make some modifications for this guy. Let's try again with a kneeled. This is very good with this. Very good. I just love it. Now let's try this with the Postal Service, Ottawa. You can go crazy. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, let's move on to another song portion. And another instrument, the bass. And here also I chose the U17. Let's turn it off. It definitely sits better in the mix with it. By the way, what we're doing here is carving out kick drum a bit, side chained. So I can hear the kick drum a little better. And the Y is still there. Probably I don't. No, thank you. Let's check. Yeah, I really like how it blends now. So these were different ideas, maybe played at different times also. So the volumes need some volume automation. If you look at the waveforms, they're kind of like all over the place, but you know, it's different ideas for the song. All right, let us go to the drums. Pay attention to the drums, like the weight that the drummer has, the authority, so to speak. So if you don't want to listen to specific frequencies, just imagine the guy sitting behind the drum set. That's always a good. Did he gain 10 pounds or not? Oh. You got a little dirty. Yep, so between those two, heavier, sits a little heavier. This guy, it's got some tattoos. All right, guys, and one comparison you want to know about probably is also the mighty, the unchallenged Shadow Hills Class A. People keep always mentioning Class A, the Revelation. All right, let's do that on the drum bus. We're going to throw that in. All pretty much the same settings. Attack 30, 100% mix, release time of 100, and then the ratio is at 2. Actually, on the Lindell, I put it at 4. Well, that's not good. I like how the old U17 guy leans into the snare. Yeah. All right, Shadow Hills. trying to think what else Plugin Alliance has that's super magical. Oh, yeah. So that goes into the EQ territory, which we are not going to touch, but we're going to talk a little bit about it. Without. So what are we doing to the signal? This is what we're doing. So we get a little bit of an attenuation, threshold, compression, band selective compression going on at. Turn it off. Turn it on. And then similarly at the low end. This is what we're adding, a little bit of weight. Dry. Maybe we should make this a bit wider. There you have it. You can treat different bands, and just the architecture of this thing is just pure magic in my book. So somewhere in between a mastering grade EQ, a parametric EQ, if you will, a little multi-band going on. That definitely deserves its own review, but you can really make sounds really a bit more interesting, a little bit warmer, a little bit wider. So I really like the sound, even if you just bypass it, it just sounds amazing. That snare a little bit under control, right? So really like that on buses and on from mixing and mastering. All right, guys, let me know what is your favorite Plugin Alliance compressor. I think they're worth checking out. Thanks for watching this video. Massivebeatzz out.